Morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. So for today's class, we are going to be doing, wait, no, it's Wednesday today. Sorry. Happy Wednesday, everyone. And welcome to this morning's slow flow vinyasa. I'm definitely feeling a little bit slow flowy today. So for today's class, we're going to be taking our vinyasa a little bit slower than usual. So we have adjusted the schedule. So Wednesdays, Mondays, and Fridays is slow flow vinyasa. Tuesdays and Thursdays are regular paced vinyasas. And for today's class, we're going to start actually working with the Ujjayi breath. And the reason for this, for today's focus, is to bring a little bit more awareness into our breath and into our body, and noticing how when we change our breath, even so slightly, what kind of effect that can have on our bodies, and also being very much aware of all of our sensations throughout our practice today. So for today's meditation, we're going to have a little bit of a singing bowl. So this one is actually tuned into the heart chakra. So taking a nice, tall, comfortable seat on your mat to begin today's practice with a short 5-minute meditation. Closing your eyes and taking some deeper breaths. From here, let's shift our thumbs underneath the armpits and rest the palms of the hands and the lengths of the fingers over the chest. Bringing all of your awareness to the sensations throughout the chest, the warmth that permeates from the center of the palms throughout the length of the fingers. Taking your time to notice the spaciousness between the lungs and the heart. Noticing the expansiveness of every single breath. And then from here, beginning to inhale the warmth from the hands in through the lungs, the heart, and the entire area of the chest. And finding your intention for today's practice within this moment. And from here, taking the hands away from the chest. And then as you inhale, sweeping the arms wide, tracing the entire circumference of the sun all the way overhead. Exhaling the hands towards the heart center into Anjali Mudra. Placing the lengths of the thumbs over the sternum, connecting to the rhythm of the heart's beat for a few moments. Let us inhale to Om to start today's practice, sealing our intention into every single cell throughout the entire body. Inhaling now. Om. Rubbing your hands vigorously together, creating heat through friction. And once your hands get toasty and warm, cupping the hands over the eyes, inhaling the warmth of their touch. And then as you exhale, releasing the hands away from the face, a gentle transition from darkness to light. All right, so first we're going to start off by practicing the Ujjayi breath, which we're going to be continuing to practice throughout the entire class. So Ujjayi breath, we've all actually done the Ujjayi breath at some point in time in our lives. So if you've ever fogged a plane, a glass, or a mirror, we've done the Ujjayi breath. However, we actually keep the slight engagement of the throat on our inhalation as well. So let's practice this for a moment. Let's take a nice flat palm and take it just a few inches away from the face, just enough you can feel your breath. And you're going to close your eyes once again, and you're going to open up your lips, and then you're going to start to fog the plane of glass right in front of you. Notice a slight engagement of the throat. And you're going to keep this engagement of the throat as you inhale as well, drawing the fog away from the mirror into yourself. Continuing to keep this engagement of the throat throughout your inhalations and your exhalations. Notice the sound that this breathing technique creates. The sound of the ocean waves coming in and out of the shore. Slowly begin to seal your lips and release your hand back to the leg. Breathing only from the nostrils, maintaining the slight engagement of the throat. You can almost hear the sound of this breath, just as if like you're putting your ear close or inside of this large seashell. Sound of the ocean waves. So maintaining this Ujjayi breath, we're going to open our upper eyes once again. We're going to start today's practice lying down on the spine with our knees bent and our feet planted. So from here, we're going to start with the feet as wide as the mat, maintaining your Ujjayi breath at all times. We're going to take our arms into T or cactus pose. And from here, we're going to start to bring a little bit of movement in through the base of the spine and the hips and the abdominal muscles. Let's begin to take the knees from side to side, exhaling the knees all the way down. And then you're going to use your inhalation to guide the knees all the way back through center, and then exhale to descend the knees towards the opposite side. You're going to continue to switch from side to side with the rhythm of your breath at your own pace. You can move as slowly or as quickly as you wish. You may even choose to pause on one side to descend the inner knee closer towards your mat, bringing further sensations throughout that hip. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so from here, we're going to take the knees back to the center. Let's heel to the feet so that they're hip width distance apart. And let's guide the arms back alongside the body. So we're going to be going in and out of bridge pose. So when we come into bridge pose, we're actually going to bring a little bit of mobility in through the shoulders, and we're going to start to activate the arms as well. So we're going to start with the arms alongside the body. And then as you inhale into your bridge, you're going to sweep the arms all the way back, pressing the backs of the arms and the hands into the earth. Okay? So adjusting your heels towards your sit bones. Inhale, pressing through the feet, lifting up your hips nice and high, and shifting your fingertips all the way back. Beautiful. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths. Pressing through the feet, draw the inner thighs towards each other, squeezing the glutes, lifting the hips up slightly higher, firing up the entire back line, lifting the chest towards the chin, pressing the shoulders, the arms, and the back of the hands into the earth for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, fingertips across the sky all the way back down as you descend the spine back to the earth, knees into the chest, wrapping your arms around the legs for 1 breath. Okay, so we're going to do 2 more rounds. Feet to the ground, knees are bent, arms alongside the body. Inhale, bridge, sweeping the fingertips all the way across the sky, all the way back. Lifting your hips up nice and high, press through the feet, pushing the knees towards the front of the mat. Giving a soft gaze for 3, pressing the arms into the mat. 2, and 1. Exhale, roll the spine all the way back down, hug the knees into the chest. Beautiful. So that one more time. Feet down to the ground, knees are bent, arms alongside the body. Inhale, bridge, sweeping the arms back. This time we're going to hold here for the count of 6. Softening your facial muscles and firing up the entire back line, pressing through the feet, inner thighs drawn towards each other, navel to spine, squeezing the glutes, lifting the chest for 5, 4, 3, staying with your Ujjayi breath, 2, and 1. Exhale, roll that spine all the way back down to the ground, hugging the knees into the chest. Beautiful. So from here, before we roll up, we're going to take the feet as wide as the mat once again, arms into T or cactus, and we're just going to swish the knees from side to side for 2 breaths. Beautiful. Let's come back to center, knees into the chest. We're going to cross the shins and take a hold of the tops of the feet. And we're going to roll up into a seated position. Beautiful. As you roll up, you're going to uncross the feet. Knees are bent and the feet are planted. So from here, we're going to do a slight variation of cat-cow while seated and our feet are out and our knees are bent. So we're going to take our hands right behind the thighs here. And then to go into cow position, we're actually going to lift the chest up towards the sky, open up the shoulders, and take the gaze up as well. So the hands are going to stay right behind the thighs. Inhale to open up the chest, shoulders are back. On your exhalation, you're going to tuck the tailbone under and send the spine all the way back. Pull the navel back into the spine as you curl the spine, tucking the chin into the chest. And we're going to inhale, lift. Lift the gaze, lift the heart, open the chest. Exhale, scoop and roll the spine all the way back. Scoop that belly in, hug it nice and tight towards the spine. Inhale, lift. Staying with your Ujjayi breath, shifting in and out of your poses with the rhythm of your breath at your own pace. 4, 4. 3. 2. 1. one. Beautiful. From here, we're going to cross the legs. We're going to come into standing position at the top of the mat, getting ready for our 3 sun salutations to start today's practice. So, samastitihi, your toes could either be together, your heels slightly separated, or you can take your feet hip width distance apart. So remember that in yoga, we want to make sure that we're always in tune into the sensations of our body, and that we're honoring our bodies first and foremost, more than anything else. So it's always important to make sure that we find the best positions for ourselves, bringing harmony within. So from here, we're going to inhale, sweep the arms nice and wide, all the way overhead. Hastasana. On your exhalation, we're going to pivot from the hips, lead with the heart, arms sweep wide into your forward fold, Uttanasana. On your flat back, you're going to inhale, lift and lengthen the spine, reach to the crown of the head, taking the shoulders away from the ears, Uttasana. On your exhalation, we're going to plant the hands firmly onto the ground, open up your fingers nice and wide, and then you're going to either walk or step the feet all the way back into your plank position. Shifting the shoulders over the wrists, pressing back through the heels of the feet, lifting the navel up in through the ribs. Do you still have your Ujjayi breath? At the base of your exhalation, holding your breath and slowly lowering all the way down to the ground. Untuck the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog, pressing to the tops of the feet, lifting and reaching the crown of the head all the way up towards the sky, opening up the chest. As you begin your exhalation, shifting the sit bones all the way back, flipping the feet under into downward facing dog. Let's stay here for 3 big long breaths, making sure that your fingers are nice and wide, spread as much as you can, pressing through the heels of the palms, the lengths of the fingers, making sure that the center of the palms start to lift away from the mat. From here, you're going to release the shoulders away from the ears, take your drishti, which is your gaze, towards the inner thighs, lifting the eyes of the sit bones up nice and high, descending the heels of the feet closer towards the ground. 1 more breath. At the base of the exhalation, we're going to bend the knees, pull the navel back into the spine, take the gaze up towards the front of your mat. Inhale to hop or step towards the front of your mat, flat back. Lift and lengthen the spine, reach the crown of the head. Exhale to forward fold, Uttanasana. On your inhalation, rise, sweeping the arms nice and wide all the way overhead, Hastasana. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. That was 1 round of sun salutation. We're going to do through 2 more. Inhale, tracing the sun, Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, hinge from the hips, lead with the heart. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen, reach through the crown. Exhale, plant the hands, step or walk back, plank. At the base of your exhalation, pulling the navel into the spine, start to descend all the way down on empty lungs, hugging the arms into the trunk of the body, untucking the toes, inhale, reaching the crown up to the sky, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, shifting the sit bones back into space and flipping the feet back under. 3 breaths. So at any point in time during your practice, I always like to encourage people, if your body is asking you to do any other pose, either to modify or enhance anything within our practice today, I always encourage that you listen to your body first and foremost before anyone or anything else. And this is why it's important for us to pay attention to the sensations of our body at all times. Speaking of which, have you stayed with your Ujjayi breath? All right, let's bend the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Inhale to hop or step towards the front of your mat, flat back. Exhale to forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to rise, Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Last, the sun salutation. Inhale, Hastasana, tracing the sun all the way up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Holding the breath at the base of the exhalation, scooping the belly in and lowering all the way down, hugging the arms in through the trunk. Untucking the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 long, deep breaths. So here's a little thought for you today. Can you try to maintain bringing your breath, or tracing your breath rather, throughout the entire length of your movement? Taking one more breath. Noticing the sensations of the engagements of your ujjayi and the sensations throughout the entire body. Bending the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Inhale, hop or step towards the front of your mat, flat back. Exhale to forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise, Hastasana. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samasthiti. All right, so we're going to come back slowly down to downward facing dog eventually. So we're going to go through one more, then we're going to stay in downward facing dog, and we're going to continue on with the rest of our practice. Inhale, tracing the sun all the way up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with the heart, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Lowering all the way down on empty lungs, scooping the belly in, hugging the arms in through the trunk. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Beautiful. So from here, we're going to inhale, right leg all the way up towards the sky. You're going to keep that right leg lifted. On your exhalation, can you press the left heel closer towards the earth? Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to inhale, lift that right leg slightly higher. On your exhalation, you're going to bend your right knee, tuck the knee into the nose, curling the spine. Inhale, step the right foot forward. And then as you begin to exhale, descending the left knee, untucking the left toes, drawing the inner thighs towards each other, scooping the navel in. On your inhalation, you're going to trace the sun all the way up, crown to sky. Exhale, hands through heart center. So from here, I'm going to offer 2 different things that we can do. So you can either stay here with your focus all the way forward, or if you'd like to, bring a little bit of a twist in through the spine. We're going to inhale, shift the shoulders back. And then as you exhale, you're going to twist towards the right, pressing the outer left arm into the outer right leg. You're going to take your gaze past the right shoulder, making sure that that shoulder stays back with an open chest. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale all the way back to center, reaching the arms all the way up to the sky. And then as you exhale, descending the hands back to the earth, we're going to shift the sit bones all the way back. We're going to fold over that right leg, but before we come a little bit deeper, we're going to adjust ourselves here. We're going to inhale, flat back. Reach through the crown of the head, lengthen the spine, scoop the belly in, and then as you exhale, forward fold. Every moment that you get, checking in with your breath, maintaining the slight engagement at the back of the throat. One more breath. Inhale to bend the right knee, sweeping the body forward, tucking the left toes under, send the left heel back, step the right foot back, plank, and we're going to flow through our first vinyasa here together, and then after that, you're going to have a choice to go into child's pose. Soften at the elbows, lowering the body all the way down from plank on empty lungs. Untucking the toes, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So that is vinyasa, going in through plank and then transitioning to upward facing dog and then downward facing dog. If at any point in time during your practice you would like to take rest, you may choose to take the position called child's pose. So in order to take child's pose, you can bend your knees, untuck the toes, and take the sit bones all the way back. Your arms can be either stretched out or alongside the body. Let's all meet in downward facing dog for 2 more deep breaths. And then we're going to inhale, left leg up to the sky. Keeping that left leg lifted, we're going to exhale, descend the right heel closer towards the ground. Inhale, lift that left leg a little bit higher. And then as you exhale, bending the knee into the nose, curling the spine. Inhale to step the left foot forward. Exhale to descend the right knee, untuck the right toes. Draw the inner thighs towards each other. Scoop the navel in. Inhale to trace the sun all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. So whatever you did before on the other side. So if you kept your gaze straight without the twist, we're going to do exactly the same thing on this side. If you took the twist on the right side, we're going to take the twist on the left side as well. So inhale, we're going to slide those shoulders all the way back, open up the chest. On your exhalation, scoop the belly in, twisting towards the left, pressing the outer right arm into the outer left leg, taking your gaze past the left shoulder. Slide that left shoulder back as much as you can, keeping the chest nice and open for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale all the way back through center, reaching the fingertips up to the sky. On your exhalation, hands come back down to the ground, shifting the sit bones back into space, folding over the left leg. From here, we're going to take our inhalation to readjust. Inhale, flat back, reach to the crown of the head, lengthen the spine, scoop the belly in. Exhale to fold slightly deeper over the left leg. Can you start to intentionally guide your exhalations throughout the backside of the left leg into the sensations where you may be feeling some tension, or maybe where you would like to even just release a little bit more. 2 more breaths. Excellent. Inhale, sliding forward, bending the left knee, tucking the right toes under, sending the right heel back. Step the left foot back, plank, flowing through vinyasa or child's pose. Let's take 3 deep breaths in either downward facing dog or child's pose, depending where you are today. Last breath. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. On your exhalation, we're going to tuck the knee into the nose, curling the spine. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to take a moment to readjust ourselves into our runner's lunge first before coming into high lunge. Coming into your fingertips, draw the inner thighs towards each other, reach through the crown of the head for 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to slowly transition here. We're going to glide the arms all the way back. Then we're going to flip the palms down with the thumbs facing out, and we're going to guide the pinkies in towards each other while continuously reaching through the crown of the head. Pressing back through the left heel, making sure that that right knee is stacked right over the ankle for 3, 2, and 1. On your inhalation, you're going to sweep your fingertips across the earth, lifting all the way up to the sky. Beautiful. Palms are facing in towards each other. The legs are nice and strong. Navel to spine, hips are squared to the front of your mat. The facial gaze is nice and soft for 3, 2, and 1. On your exhalation, hands are going to come back down to the ground. You're going to slide the sit bones back. You're going to open up the back of the right leg, and then we're going to inhale to adjust. Lift and lengthen, reach to the crown of the head, scoop the belly in, and then as you exhale, folding over the right leg. One more breath. Excellent. Inhale, sliding that right knee over the ankle. Exhale, step the right foot back. Plank to lower through Vinyasa. And once you come into downward facing dog, take one of the biggest breaths that you can take in through the nose and out through the nose, using your Ujjayi breath at all times throughout the entire practice. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Beautiful. And as you exhale, we're going to adjust, coming up onto our fingertips, pressing back through the right heel. And then we're going to glide that left knee over the ankle, scoop the belly in, reach to the crown of the head for 3, 2, and 1. Then from here, we're going to guide our arms back alongside the body. Flip the palms down, thumbs are out, pinkies are drawn towards each other. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those pinkies towards each other. Opening up that chest, reaching through the crown of the head for 3, 2, and 1. On your inhalation, you're going to trace the fingertips across the earth, lifting all the way up towards the sky. Pressing back through that heel, sliding that knee over the ankle for 3. Soft, steady gaze. 2, maintaining your breath. And 1, exhale. Hands come back down to the ground. Slide the sit bones back into space, folding over the left leg on your exhalation. Inhale, flat back. Lift and lengthen, reach to the crown of the head. Scoop the belly in. Exhale to forward fold. Last breath. Inhale to sweep forward. Plant the hands firmly on the ground. Exhale, step back plank to go through Vinyasa or Child's Pose. All right, so we're going to visit a twist in the spine once again. through high lunge this time. So from here, let's take one big breath. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Beautiful. And from here, we're going to exhale to adjust. Pull the navel back into the spine, square the hips. And then as we inhale, we're going to trace the sun all the way up through the fingertips to rise. Beautiful. Let's take one deep breath here to settle the body. Press back through the left heel, strong supporting back leg. Tracking your right knee over the ankle, softening your gaze, shoulders away from the ears. From here, we're going to take a big deep inhalation. As we exhale, we're going to start to sweep the right arm all the way back, coming into our twist. Arms come into T position. And then as we inhale, we're going to sweep that right hand across the earth all the way back up to the sky. So that was one rotation. Let's do 3 more for the total of 4. Exhale back into your twist. Nice control, patience, and balance here. Inhale back through center. Lots of diligent concentration. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Beautiful. Let's do last one. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands come back down to the ground. Slide the sit bones all the way back. Let's take one breath here. We're going to release ourselves later into pigeon's pose. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhales to slide the knee forward over the ankle. Exhale, step the right foot back, plank, Vinyasa. Let's take one deep breath here in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to step the left foot forward. Beautiful. Exhale to adjust. Press the right heel back. Stack the left knee over the ankle. Inhale to trace the sun all the way up. Rise. Exhale, press back through that right heel once again. And making sure that our alignment is appropriate before we begin to shift positions. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. Fixing your gaze just for a moment. Inhale. Exhale to twist. Slide that left arm all the way back into T position. Inhale back through center, tracing the fingertips across the earth. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. 2 more. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Last one. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to the earth. Slide the sit bones back. Inhale, flat back, reach through the crown. Exhale to fold. Inhale to sweep the knee over the ankle. Plant the hands firmly. Step the left foot back. Plank, flowing through Vinyasa or child's pose. Take 3 breaths here in downward facing dog or child's pose, depending on where you are today.
Wherever you are, focusing on your breath, the expansiveness of every single inhalation, the spaces between the lungs and the heart, and taking the time to notice the sensations throughout your entire body. No matter which position you've taken today. Last breath. Beautiful. Now we're going to be visiting Warrior 2 and Exalted Warrior. Let's inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, curl the spine. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Exhale, pivot the back foot so that the edge of the foot is in line with the short edge of the mat. Scoop the belly in. Inhale to windmill the arms up, parallel to the earth, into T position. And then from here, we're going to slide the shoulders right over your hips. You're going to push your feet into the mat, and they're going to press the feet away from each other. Reach the crown of the head, navel to spine. You're going to keep your gaze steady past the right fingertips. Make sure that the hips are square to the long edges of your mat. And the spine is nice and long. So some of us might like to fluff our tushy back. We're just going to make sure that the tailbone is relatively facing the earth right straight on. All right, let's take one more breath here. We're going to flip that right hand up to the sky. And then as we inhale, we're going to sweep the left arm back towards, so that the left hand is going to reach towards the right hip. And we're going to slide the right hand across the sky. And then as you exhale, start to shift the fingertips all the way back. We're going to open up that right side of the body. For 3, now we're going to release in Trikonasana, triangle pose. 2, and 1. Inhale back through center into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. And then from here, as you exhale, you're going to start to straighten your right leg. You're going to reach past the right toes. You're going to pivot from the hips. You're going to guide the outer right hand into the inner right leg, reaching the left hand all the way up to the sky, stacking the shoulders. Hips are fully in line with each other. Chest is open, and your gaze, if it's available for you today, will be up towards the left thumb for 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to switch our gaze towards the ground if it's not already there. We're going to bend the right knee. We're going to guide the hands all the way back down, pivot the back foot, step the right foot back into your plank, flowing through Vinyasa or Child's Pose. Arriving in downward facing dog, we're going to take one breath. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to step the left foot forward. Beautiful. Exhale. We're going to pivot the back foot in line with the short edge of the mat. Navel to spine. Inhale, windmill the arms all the way up. Arms are parallel to the earth. Reaching to the back of the room and the front. Shifting the shoulders over the hips. Pressing the feet away from each other, reaching through the crown of the head. Keeping your gaze soft, looking past the left fingertips. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flipping the left palm up, sweeping the right arm all the way back towards the left hip. Inhale to trace the fingertips across the sky. And then as you exhale, you're going to trace the fingertips back, opening up the left side of the body.
for 3, an exalted warrior, 2, and 1. Inhale back through center, Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Exhale to extend the left leg, sweep the hand past the left toes, pivot from the hips, guiding the back side of the left hand onto the inner left leg. Left and right are mixed at the moment. As you reach up to the sky through the right hand and keeping your shoulders nicely stacked. Keep your feet nice and active as you continuously push them away from each other. Keeping your gaze, if it's available for you today, up towards the right thumb. If not, you can take your gaze down towards the earth. All right, let's take 2 more breaths here. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to take our gaze back down to the ground, bending the left knee, sweeping the arms back down to the ground, pivoting the right foot, step the left foot back plank, flowing through Vinyasa or child's pose. So we've got 1 more pose left before finishing the rest of the class, which is pigeon. All right. So from here, we're just going to go straight into pigeon and switch from one side to the next. We're going to inhale, right leg up to the sky. This time as you exhale, you're going to bend the knee, and you're going to start to take that knee in the space right in between your hands. Then you're going to pivot your right foot towards the left. You're going to descend both legs. Then you're going to guide your hands right underneath your shoulders. Now, if you find that you have space between your right sit bone and the ground, so your hips should be square towards your mat, you can fill that space with either a towel, a blanket, or even a pillow. So from here, we're going to take 1 breath. And then on your next exhalation, you're going to release the length of the spine over the right leg. And from here, you can walk your hands out. You can stack your hands over each other. You can just place your forehead down in the most comfortable position for you today. And we're going to guide our breath in through the right glute and thigh. Checking in with your Ujjayi breath. Take 1 more breath here. Let's slide the hands back underneath the shoulders. Tuck the left toes under. Send the left heel back. Step the right foot back plank. Vinyasa. Arriving in downward facing dog, 1 breath. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, guide the left knee into the space between the hands or close to that space. Then you're going to pivot your left foot towards the right side and descend the legs down to the earth. Guiding your hands underneath the shoulders, inhale to reach to the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, descending the length of the spine over the left leg, stacking your hands and resting your forehead on them. Guiding your breath throughout the left glute and thigh.
Now we're going to slide the hands right underneath the shoulders. This time we're going to transfer into child's pose. So we're going to tuck the right toes under, send the right heel back, step the left foot back, descend the knees, untuck the toes, slide the sit bones back onto the heels, arms alongside the body, forehead to the earth. So if your forehead doesn't reach the earth, you can stack your fists up nice and high and make a little bit of room here. Let's all take a moment here to witness the breath and all of the sensations throughout the body. Let's slide the hands forward in our inhalation. Exhale to rest. We're going to keep the sit bones resting on the heels as we inhale, guiding the fingertips up to the sky. And then from here, we're going to bring it one more twist in through the spine. As you exhale, scoop the belly in, and we're going to twist in towards the right side. Left hand on the right knee as the right hand lands on the ground behind you. Inhale to lengthen the spine, open up the chest. And then as you exhale, guide your gaze past the right shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale to twist to the left. Inhale to lengthen the spine, open the chest. Exhale to take your gaze past the left shoulder. Last breath. And then very casually come all the way back through center as you inhale. All right, so from here, we're going to come down to the ground. We're going to guide the legs out in front of us, and we're going to roll that spine all the way down towards the ground. Excellent. Hey, so from here, I'm just going to massage the spine. We're going to guide the knees towards the chest. And from here, we're going to start rolling from side to side, massaging the spine, tucking the knees in as much as possible. So as your knees are tucked in, notice where you're feeling this little bit of a massage as you roll from side to side. And then you're going to start to shift the knees a little bit further and further away from you as you continue to rock from side to side, massaging even up to the tops of the glutes. My floor is making a lot of noise, so I'm going to stop. All right, let's take a couple more breaths here. Beautiful. And then coming all the way to center, exhale, forehead to knees. And then as you inhale, relaxing the entire length of the body down to the ground into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Allowing the breath to settle back to its neutral state. Let's take one deep breath here together, inhaling through the nostrils and exhaling through an open mouth.
Noticing the full weight of the body resting and melting into the earth, fully supported. And then bringing your full awareness to the heartbeat throughout the chest. Feeling the touch of the heartbeat down the entire length of the spine, connecting to the earth. Following the heart's beat throughout the entire trunk of the body, down the length of the legs, down the length of the arms, and the entire area of the head. Allowing the pulse, the beat of the heart, to relax you and bring you deeper into awareness of your body and your sensations. Taking the last breath here. Bending the knees, and then gently rolling over towards the right side of the body, planting the left hand in front of the chest. And taking a moment here in gratitude for your practice today, for honoring your body, for paying mindful attention to every sensation within. And if your body ever asked you at any point in time to move into any other position that was outside of today's practice, giving yourself gratitude for listening to what your body is asking you to do at every moment. As your body is always your first and most important teacher, speaking to you through sensations. As you take your next breath, inhaling to rise to a seated position, to close today's practice with the sound of Om Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi, which means peace, peace, peace. Guiding the hands together into Anjali Mudra, prayer position, placing the lengths of the thumbs over the sternum, connecting to the rhythm of the heart's beat. Let us inhale to Om now. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all beings seen and unseen. Be happy and free. May every single cell of your entire being be filled with love, light, freedom, and optimal health. May all beings be happy, be happy, be happy. Namaste. From the bottom of my heart, I hope that you all have a little bit of more relaxation for today, a little bit more peace. I'm sending you lots of love, lots of abundance, and may all souls be at rest. See you on the mat 7 o'clock tomorrow morning for another sunrise vinyasa practice. Bye for now. Mwah.